All right, customers of Pioneer State Mutual. This is a video specifically for you guys. What we're going to do is take a couple minutes and talk about the packet you're going to get in the mail. That's going to be mailed to you with regarding to what these changes are, what the options are, what you want to be choosing, and all that good stuff. So we're going to spend a couple of minutes going through that. If you know right where that is, this would be a good time to hit pause. Go ahead and grab that paperwork, and we can kind of go through it together. If you don't have it, or it hasn't shown up yet, or you need a copy emailed to you, obviously you can give us a call with that. But I'll let Adam kind of take it away from here.
Yeah, so important to know, Pioneer, they're certainly a company, they kind of joke that they're a company it's an IT company that sells insurance. So for a small company, they're certainly on the forefront of some of these technological things that you'll see here, and certainly one of the leaders in the industry when it comes to how they're handling this whole this change, this big adjustment. So you'll see in there's nicely color coded. They made a big deal of that. So you'll see your personal injury protection stuff is in blue, your bodily injury is in yellow. They're going to mail you this packet, and it's going to have a unique URL that you can type right in your computer, and then you're going to have a PIN number it's going to ask, and that PIN number is going to be located on the lower left of the front page of that renewal packet. So you can log in. The important thing to know is you have 6 options here. We're really going to be focusing on options, and what we've said in previous videos, options 1, 2, and 3, and that is unlimited, $500,000 and $250,000 in medical coverage. So those are the elections you can make yourself. You don't even really need to contact us because all of the information is needed. Pioneer will deal with you directly with that.
But of course, you're welcome to.
You can call us, but the whole idea is meet people where they are. If that's, hey, you don't necessarily want to waste time calling our agency, they've made it easy for you to make those selections right online, which is a great option.
Yeah, and to be honest, because this is Pioneer exclusive, I can say this, they've done it the best. I think they've made it the most informative without being confusing, and so I think this is a great system that they're using.
So again, if you reference some of those early videos, if you do nothing, I don't know if we touched on this, or if we did, it's worth repeating. If you do nothing, you will renew to the new state mandated limits, and that is going to be unlimited on medical. It's going to be $250,000 per person, $500,000 per accident on the liability if you choose to do nothing. And that is an option. We will have customers that disregard this packet. That is okay. I just want you to know that if you do that with Pioneer, you're going to get this pre-renewal packet, and then you're going to get a renewal usually 30 to 45 days prior. This pre-renewal packet is usually 90 days prior. So again, you can choose to do nothing with it. You're going to renew at those higher limits. If you've seen our previous videos, that's where we're recommending you go anyway. I just want you to be made aware that you're going to be hearing from the company. You're going to be hearing about this in the news, and if you choose to do nothing, just remember that is the wish you want to proceed with. So you'll see on the second page here your PIP options, and it breaks down unlimited where you're currently going to be, and then it gives you the pricing options. It's going to be different for every individual. In this particular case, it's about a $40 savings per vehicle to go to $500, and about the same to go to $250,000. So that gives you a bit of benchmark, a feel for what potential savings are here. Again, limiting coverage pretty significantly from an unlimited option to some lower options, but that cost savings are there. You'll see on Pioneers, there's red asterisk, and it just simply says you must first speak with your agent for options marked with the red asterisk. If you choose one of these opt-out options, you are going to have to get in touch with us in order to do that. You're only able to select options 1, 2, or 3 yourself.
And that's primarily for your own safety, really. Those are the most cost-effective options, but obviously they reduce coverage greatly. And Pioneer just wants to make sure, hey, before you proceed with this, I get that it's the lowest number, but they want to make sure you've been explained to what those options are. And as Adam mentioned, we're going to spend very little time talking about those. We really wouldn't recommend those anyway. And options 1, 2, and 3, where the vast majority of our clientele are going to land.
Important note on the bodily injury piece. If you're saying, hey, I don't see that form in here, or it seems like I've already handled that, that means you're already at that limit of $250,000, $500,000. No additional work is needed. So if you are at that limit with Pioneer, they're just going to assume you want to stay at that limit, and that's okay. In that case, you only need to make your personal injury protection selection. So other than that, that's pretty straightforward. Again, Pioneer is certainly one of the companies that we feel is leading from the customer interaction piece of this, so that's great. We know an independent agency, we're learning several different ways to do this, but Pioneer is certainly stepping up and really heavily committed as a company to make this as positive a user experience as it can be for their customers, and we're certainly seeing that also.
Yeah, and then, like we said earlier, they do a nice job of explaining it. If you want to, take the time and read through all this, it's pretty comprehensive. You'll notice I am stressing the same fact over and over. If you have questions, you can certainly reach out to us. It's always beneficial if you can have that paperwork in front of you if you do have questions to call. We will have the ability to access that same paperwork. So that way we can say, okay, are you looking at page 4? Okay, let's talk about that. That's always really helpful if you do end up having questions before you call to do that. So.
Yeah, and to reiterate, their website is www.psmic.com/policy changes. That's going to bring you to their home screen. That's where you're going to need this unique PIN number to your specific account. They're going to ask household members and some of those coverage options. Within a couple of minutes, you're going to be able to make your selections. It's going to fire off a DocuSign email to you. You can sign where it's pre-filled, and in a matter of 3 or 4 minutes, you can have this handled. Any other questions beyond that, feel free to give us a call and we'll walk you through them together.
Thanks a lot.